What's up, Karp Nation? This is Fwang and Karp.
Carpool.
And Carpenter of Doom.
Today we're going to be discussing the upcoming Avengers movie, Avengers: Age of Ultron.
Specifically, we're going to be discussing whether or not an Avenger's going to die in the next movie. Our thoughts and our predictions. So, without further ado, Dead Carpool's going to say what he thinks.
Yeah, since Ultron is their biggest guy, I want to believe nobody's gonna die, but since Robert Downey Jr. doesn't want to be Iron Man anymore, I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. Or at least somebody's gonna die in this movie just to show how badass Ultron is.
I don't think anybody's gonna die in this movie because I think they're trying to milk all the superheroes as much as they can. So even after this movie, there's gonna be another Captain America or whatever movie. But I think Iron Man's not gonna be in this movie because in the last Iron Man movie, he was basically done as Iron Man. So it would be stupid if they just brought him back. Also, I think they might introduce Ant-Man. If they introduce him, he might
I believe
have the
Ant-Man's,
possibility.
I believe Ant-Man's getting a movie. I'm not positive on
he's
it.
getting a movie.
I believe Ant-Man's getting a movie.
Okay, if they introduce him into this before Age of Ultron, which I don't think is going to happen, then he might die. But otherwise, I don't think anybody's going to die.
Alright, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. I think that in Avengers: Age of Ultron, a character's going to die. They want to keep it tense. They want to make it seem like the danger's real when they're actually getting into trouble. So they're going to have to kill a major Avenger. Now, my first thought is they would, assuming they introduce Ant-Man, he's part of the team now, they wouldn't want to kill him because he's new and they want to keep him in there
Don't
for a
forget
while.
Pixie, she'll probably come in with
No, Pixie? Wasp.
whatever.
She's probably not popular enough.
Yeah, so my first thought is they would kill Hawkeye because he didn't get a movie and he's somewhat good with the fans and they can kill Hawkeye. But I don't think that make enough impact. So my second thought, what Avenger isn't making the money and is major? Now, that thought goes to Hulk. He doesn't have a second movie. He's not planning to make a second movie as far as I know. And, I don't know. I think it can make a good story plot somewhere along the line. Also, in Thor 2, I believe that Loki is going to die. I imagine that's the only thing that's going to keep that movie interesting is if they kill off Loki.
You just said Hulk's going to die. How is that going to happen? Killing the Hulk.
Alright.
Yeah.
I imagine it's going to be some noble sacrifice or some type or whatnot. They have to kill someone major. Understand they can't.
Don't have to do anything. They
But
could just
do they
keep
want to
along.
keep it tense?
Not really. They didn't kill anybody in the last Avenger movie.
Well, that last Avenger movie was just about compiling them and seeing
keep
all these
it
superheroes
tense.
working together.
Okay,
I mean, besides X-Men, do you really even see anything with superheroes working together and whatnot? Well-known superheroes working together.
Well,
They
next
keep it
upcoming,
tense by almost
upcoming
killing people.
Superman,
Batman.
movie.
Well,
But
yeah,
that's not
that's a first for DC.
Yeah, but I was also gonna say, if you're in a series, you're not gonna start just killing characters to keep it tense. You keep it tense by adding different plots, but not killing everybody.
By almost killing them. Tony Stark almost dies
Okay,
in
but
every
yes,
single one
exactly.
of his movies.
And that makes the movies are still good without him actually dying, and it makes it so that there can be another movie afterwards. They don't want to just kill the prophets. Okay.
Well, they're not
I
going
was just trying to denounce Dylan because I could.
I believe the one person they're not going to kill is Iron Man. He's pretty much a star of the show.
But
Everyone
he's
loves
done.
him.
The actor's done.
They're
He doesn't
probably
do it
not
anymore.
going to make any Iron Man solo movies anymore.
I don't believe
But
it.
that's just such a moneymaker for them. It's silly to believe they think that you're going to kill Iron Man.
But they
No.
can't make another movie with Iron Man in it without Robert Downey.
Yeah, they decided they're not gonna do. They decided to stop Iron Man's plot in the last movie by saying he quit as Iron Man and he's gonna lead a normal life. Now maybe, just maybe, they're gonna add Pepper, which would be pretty funny.
She becomes somebody. Actually,
No,
she becomes a hero.
Pepper, I mean, she got reptilian powers and
Not reptilian. She can just like
well, whatever. She got
regenerate
the
and like
regen.
fiery
That's
regeneration.
the whole point of the movie was this
She
sort
has
of
hot
reptilian.
hands.
She can make fire, and she's basically got superpowers now, so that would be interesting. I don't know. I still don't.
I don't
think
know
they'll
how
kill
people
her.
would like Pepper Potts to join the Avengers.
Why not?
That's just not something I see happening.
Why? There's
And I
no
don't-
women? Are you
Yeah,
being sexist?
there's
Oh wait,
one
there's
woman.
Black Widow.
There's Black
Black
Widow,
Widow.
and
But she has
Wasp
no
is the other
superpowers.
main Avenger. I read something the other day about how they were originally going to have Wasp instead of Black Widow in the first Avengers movie, and but that was axed for some reason by Marvel.
Because
And,
Black Widow is more sexy.
Yeah,
They
I
have
guess.
to have the sex appeal.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, she makes more sense because how would they have introduced Wasp?
They couldn't introduce Wasp without Ant-Man. Because they're married.
I know.
So like you can't
Oh, I
can't
read a little
introduce
backstory in them.
I already knew
I
it.
imagine Ultron to prove his worth is gonna kill one Avenger. Personally, I believe Hulk or Hawkeye. I'm guaranteed one's gonna die. Those are my predictions.
Nick Fury.
No, not Nick Fury.
Not
He's
Nick
not gonna
Fury.
die.
Not Nick Fury.
Captain America can't die. Thor can't die.
Why can't Captain America?
Captain
die?
America.
Because he's the leader.
So what?
Why?
Which
the
is stupid
fuck
since
would
he
you
doesn't have
kill
any
the
powers.
leader?
Well, so what?
He's
I
super
found that
strong.
stupid. I
Batman's
know.
the leader of the
He's not
Justice
super
League, and he
strong.
doesn't have any powers.
He's peak strong. Yeah.
Batman's the leader of the Justice League. Well, he's partially one of the
Exactly.
two. So?
He's a goddamn Batman. I don't think Captain America is goddamn Batman.
Captain America's not gonna die. Thor's not gonna die because women swoon over him.
Oh yeah, Thor.
He's the male sex.
Yeah,
symbol
even though
of
that
the-
that Thor movie was retarded. That is almost as bad as the
I
that was worse than the Superman movie.
I enjoyed the Superman.
I
movie.
I enjoyed both Superman and Thor. I don't know where you come from.
Thor was Thor was
I've seen
completely
many
retarded.
worse superhero movies in my
Yeah,
time.
but just because
Flash
you see worse doesn't mean this one's good.
Nah, I thought it was pretty good. I like the storytelling. What do you think about my prediction on Thor 2 Dark World Loki dying? I think he's running his term as a villain.
Yeah, I agree. Loki should die.
If
Loki's
he
just
dies-
retarded. When they brought him back as a villain in Avengers 2, I thought that was stupid because he basically he wasn't that hard to defeat, except he just played some mind tricks. That's all.
I feel like the the first Avengers, all those aliens really didn't pose much of a threat. Like
Yeah.
I know they were killing civilians and whatnot, but nothing that really could have stopped the Avengers. That entire army couldn't have done anything.
They should have had like a boss or something besides that little flying reptilian thing from Transformers.
There's just there's nothing they could have thrown at Hulk to actually make a dent. Anything about the next Captain America movie? Any predictions on that?
I don't think there's gonna be a next Captain America. What
Yeah,
else?
there is.
There is.
There's
It's
another
planned.
one coming out.
Captain
Is it?
America: The Winter Soldier.
Oh, well, if it's Winter Soldier, it's just gonna talk about Bucky and
Bucky died in the first Captain America
Did he?
movie. Yeah, missed that?
I kind of did. This is a long time ago.
He's
I haven't
coming back
watched
in the second one.
No, I imagine
he's frozen somehow.
I imagine.
Actually,
Oh yeah, how he
it-
died? He did fall off a train into a tundra.
In
Yeah.
the comic,
I swear, if they do that plot point again.
No,
I
no.
remember having
Here's-
this conversation with somebody. Bucky wasn't supposed to die. Like in the comic books, he doesn't die.
I know.
He's supposed to live on as his like sidekick. But something is special about Bucky in this next movie. I bet you. Something's up.
Here,
with
okay,
him.
my prediction.
He
Okay.
is the
Alright.
Winter Soldier.
Dropped in Siberia. Okay, Winter Soldier's all about how he got mind wiped and he got brainwashed into being a Soviet spy. So dropped in Siberia. Okay, he gets captured by the Russians or something. He gets sent to a gulag or something, and he basically becomes mind wiped, and he becomes a Winter Soldier. And let's say he meets Captain America again, and they fight.
I met something similar along those lines. I'm going with your plot point with Bucky. I imagine that's gonna happen. I imagine the Winter Soldier is gonna be two plots going on at the same time. One with Bucky, one with Cap. Bucky's gonna be doing what you said in Siberia, whatnot, just trying to figure out what the hell's happening with his life. And I imagine Cap, what's gonna happen is he's gonna be in New York, just trying to figure out this new world he's in. Remember, he was transported from World War II to the modern era. He's probably gonna meet remember his not his fiance, his love interest in the last
Yeah.
movie.
gonna
I
find
imagine
out
he's
she's
gonna
dead.
find her as a really old woman.
Yeah, that's what happened in the comic books. But what was I gonna say?
That
If
was
they
the
do,
old
but it's not
cartoons.
gonna be during the same time because Bucky would have already been like super old by then.
What do you mean? Bucky was frozen in ice the same way Cap was, supposedly.
I don't think that's what happens. I think he just lives out his life. I think they're gonna do like it's back like World War II era, Cold War era, something
Oh,
like
okay.
that. And they're gonna have
misinterpreted then.
yeah,
Okay.
they're gonna have like some sort of conflict, but it's not gonna be like direct where no wait no it's not gonna be no never mind because
I
Captain
imagine
America's frozen so no it's just gonna follow Bucky I think.
No, it's not just gonna be about Bucky. What?
Yeah, I think
They're not gonna hold a whole movie
might be-
based off a sidekick.
it might be wholly about Bucky because that's a pretty interesting plot point. Bucky's, but what I think is
He's
that,
gonna have to be. If they do anything with Bucky, he's gonna have to be in the modern era. There's no way they're gonna keep that guy.
or it might be just like a quarter or a third of the movie being flashbacks to like
Hey,
what's happening to
say he
Bucky.
was frozen the same way Cap was. Cap gets a sidekick in the, maybe they fight whatnot in that movie. They resolve their resolve their differences, and maybe gets a sidekick.
No,
in
but
the
if
next
he was
movie.
frozen, then in what time would he have been brainwashed? That doesn't-
Maybe he's not. Maybe he wasn't. I don't know. I'm not
If
sure.
Bucky comes into this movie, he's gonna die in this movie. My
oh,
prediction.
Oh yeah, I can see that introducing them in the Cap movie and then dying in
Possibly.
the.
I don't.
No, he's gonna die in the Captain America movie, just as he's been introduced.
I don't understand why somebody has to die in each movie.
Because movies, that's what keeps them like interesting. You
No.
have the origins movie, and you have someone dying, and then you have an ending movie.
I
Iron
don't
Man's
That's
gonna
what you
die in
think so.
Avengers too.
I don't think so. Okay,
That's
how
what-
about the Batman movie? Who died there?
In the second Batman movie,
Like overall, who died that was
and
important?
Rachel,
Other
his
people
freaking
died.
girlfriend. That was amazing. That was pretty amazing.
Harvey Dent
Harvey
died.
Dent? Well, I guess
Oh,
he
what
was
am I-
in-
what
he
am I
was
talking
introduced-
about?
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah,
The second movie was full of death.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
I was thinking-
everyone
I was
died.
thinking-
No, I'm talking about Dark Knight. Dark Knight. Just,
No, I know, but Dark
I was
Knight
thinking about
Rises,
Begins and
Talia
Rises.
died.
Oh yeah, people died in that.
Damn.
scene.
So many people died.
What was I saying? Okay, whatever.
Bad example.
They need to bring in Raish.
What do you mean bring
Ra's
him
al
in?
Ghul. Yeah,
Ra's
he
al
was.
Ghul.
He was in the first
Batman
one.
Begins.
Oh yeah, well they need to bring him back better.
What are you talking about?
No, he's gonna be alive
No,
this time.
this discussion
No.
isn't about Batman for one thing.
I know.
Two, that trilogy's over.
don't care.
They're gonna do nothing with the Dark Knight.
Alright guys, thanks for watching. This has been a discussion on Avengers Age of Ultron. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment down on what we could do better or your thoughts on the Avengers. Karp Nation, unite!